Is that the last one?
Porque sin ti el alma muere de soledad. Porque sin ti camino como una errante. Porque sin ti no vale la pena vivir. Pues yo te amo. Pues yo te
It is amazing how many different materials are used. Well, now I know why it's called nacimientos. I'm getting into it.
Que yace en las complejidades del diario de los pueblos de México. En paralelo, la maestra alfarera Teodora Blanco materializa en sus mujeres de barro los valores expresivos y culturales esbozados en el discurso que subyace en la obra de la pintora. Teodora Blanco cristaliza sin la menor presunción en sus monumentales figuras repletas de flores, animales y seres míticos los manifiestos estéticos e ideológicos presentes en la cultura de María Izquierdo.
Okay, so here's a beautiful church. A very beautiful church next to Latino Tower. It is busy. Oh wow, look. We're gonna go in the church. But first we're just gonna go say hi to somebody. Right by the church. Oh boy.
Buscas lentes, micas, armazones, busca lentes.
They're on their cell phones. They're not
Buscabas la plaza
looking
de
at
los
us.
lentes.
It is what it is. People in captivity without bars.
Tell a highlight of Reform Avenue.
The angel?
Very good, the Golden Angel. Have you seen a statue of the Golden Angel? Okay, Angel of Independence, one of the most important monuments of the country. So, that is on Reform Avenue. Many statues around are on Reform Avenue. Stock Market on Reform Avenue. Anthropology Museum on Reform Avenue. That avenue on Sundays is closed. So people go. It's closed because people go biking, running, skating, roller skating, everything. No. So one of the most important avenues of the city and of the country. That is the only line of Metrobus that the buses are double-decker like in London. The other 6 lines are not like that. Are one buses. So anyway, Metrobus. Then this is the symbol for light rail that I explained. You go to Xochimilco, but also for trolleybus. Mexican people. I don't know how's been your experience, but Mexican people is friendly, welcoming, and helpful. Almost there, we're crossing that side. The other side of the street to watch the murals on the other walls. Okay?
Muy bien. Oh, that's cool.
Mural that represents one of the most important gods of pre-Hispanic civilization. Okay? Have you heard about Teotihuacan, the pyramids to the north of the city? So the Teotihuacans were a civilization 1,000 years before the famous Aztecs, you know, and they started cult to this god. What's the name of this god? Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl. What means that? the serpent feather god. Serpent feather god. That's why the colorful feathers, the body of a snake, and the face is usually like a dragon. So it was a god related with fertility and like a savior and a protector in case of apocalypses and cataclysms. Civilizations that came after Teotihuacans, Toltecs, Chichimecas, and Aztecs adopted the same god, okay? In the Mayan civilization, have you heard about the Mayans? In the Mayan culture, there was an equivalent. Same god, same meaning, but different name. In Mayan was called Kukulkan. What's the difference? The language. Kukulkan is Mayan, Quetzalcoatl is Náhuatl.
Para la vida real, cámbiate a Movistar. Consulta restricciones, términos y...
Here is perfect. Important characters. Come closer. Remember I told you about the Chilango mood because a lot of noise throughout the experience. So, but this is one of the most important characters of pre-Hispanic history in these areas, okay? He was a warrior and he was a governor, okay? What's the word for governor in Nahuatl, the language from here? Remember Nahuatl, no? Tlatuani. Of minutes if you want to take pictures after saying the mural, then I will explain you the story behind this. Mexican muralism, that was a movement of art. Diego Rivera was one of that artists, but also Siqueiros, José Clemente Orozco, Rufino Tamayo, and more. If you can enter to the palace where we met, you can see many murals of great muralists. So that's the background. They started that movement, and also they had the goal to help people understand history. That's why they came up with the idea of painting giant walls with representing important happenings of our history. Okay, so that's what happened. Then these new generations of artists are trying to take back that tradition. So this mural was painted in 2003 by a collective of artists led by Pancho Cárdenas, painter and sculptor originally from Iztapalapa. We will read the mural, but we will have to read it since the origins and the beginnings that start here. So we will read the mural from here all the way around to this corner. From the second wall to the last, everything, my friends, flows really easy and fast, but the first part is the only dense and complicated because I have to explain you who were these guys and who you think were the Aztecs, okay? Let's start with that. You said you have heard about Aztecs, no? The word Aztec. So when you talk about Aztecs, you are not talking about a specific civilization. Aztecs is a general category that groups many indigenous civilizations. They were nomad groups now in the north of what nowadays is Mexico, okay? And they start to migrate to areas of fertile valleys with water because they used to live in areas of desert, arid areas almost without water. That's why it's happened. Actually, in Nahuatl, the language from here, Azteca means people that came from Aztlan. So Aztlan is their originary city. All the Aztecs share that common origin that are coming from Aztlan. Second thing, important thing they share, the language. All of them speak Nahuatl. So that two main things. After that, every Aztec civilization has they have a lot of similarities, but also differences. So every Aztec civilization has a specific name, development, religion, outcomes, everything. So the famous Aztecs that you know, that you are told by people, that we're taught here since we're in schools, they are called Mexicas. Mexicas, okay? So the Mexicas, big warriors that came to these areas of the valley and built the islands, building the island, the city that nowadays is Centro Histórico, okay? Mexico Tenochtitlan, remember that city, okay? So, big warriors like the guy we talk in the statue, Cuitláhuac, but also Moctezuma, Cuauhtémoc, Axayacatl, Ahuizot, and more, okay? These guys. So, if you think about it, we took our name as a country from that civilization. We are called Mexico because the Mexicas, okay? Original word is Mexico, but it's how it should be pronounced, but the Spaniards couldn't pronounce properly, so evolved to Mexico. And, well, for you will be Mexico, or depending where you're coming from. I think in Mandarin it's like Mexico, something like that. Mexico, no, similar. So anyway, Mexico, by the way, means belly of the moon. So we took that from that civilization. Also, we took our most important national symbol from them, the shield on our flag. I don't know if you have seen our flag. We have three colors. In the white part, we have a shield. What's the story of that shield? The Mexicas, after 200 years of being like pilgrims, migrating nomads, couldn't find a place. So their god, Huitzilopochtli, god of the war, told them, guys, you need to settle down, stop being nomads, but you will found and build your city where you find the next emblema, the next sign. What was that sign? The eagle standing on a cactus devouring a snake. And it's supposed they saw that in the island that nowadays is Centro Histórico. That's why they founded their city there, and that's why we have this important symbol, this important national symbol and shield on our flag, okay? So that are the Mexicas, but they founded their city, Tenochtitlan, in 1325. They were the last type of Aztecs that came to this valley. 700 years before, other type of Aztecs came. First one's Tepanecas, that founded Azcapotzalco in the north of the city. Second one's Culhuas, that founded Iztapalapa Kingdom. Iztapalapa was shaped by three cities, Mexicalcingo, Iztapalapa, and Culhuacan. Culhuacan is a really nice hill with an amazing view. People start to call them Culhuas because Culhuacan. They settled here. You don't see it now, but when we start to ride the cable car, you will notice we're surrounded by mountains and volcanoes. So this was a strategic location, close to the water, lakes and rivers, close to the mountains. So they settled here around their civilization and put together the most important and amazing religious ritual of antique times that is pointed here. What was this ritual called? New fire ceremony, Ceremonia del Fuego Nuevo, new fire ceremony. And this ritual was mainly an offering to the god of the sun.
Graffiti over it.
I know, it's terrible. All this doesn't happen here, huh?
Huh.
You notice most of the murals are respected.
Yes.
Sometimes happen on the day, sometimes.
There's a lot of murals in Cozumel. I mean, not quite like this, but a lot of murals.
This is the shield, the symbol of Iztapalapa, and it's called glyph, okay? In this you can recognize three main elements, okay? The shell in between, that, I don't know if you remember, but we saw a mural of a guy playing ritual music with a seashell. So for them, sound of the wind ritual music was so important. The water that reminds us all the lakes and rivers that used to be here, and the structure of the sun rays the sunlight. More specific things about Iztapalapa.
So what was your research on?
The things that are related with the new fire ceremony, the things with a lot of things that are in the master social media, in universe, in John.
This is better than tattoos.
The new fire ceremony and reenactment. Now in the roofs you will see really nice like the rabbits, the eagle and the snake, all with pre-Hispanic meanings. Remember the snake reminds us Quetzalcoatl.
And is there any kind of regulations for doing?
The animals, right?
In these areas, but you will see many subjects. They will talk about that, the main subjects of the mural.
Okay. So I can.
Final Chilango challenge to clean up that roof.
We're hoarders, so yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And there are cameras.
Oh.
So
Why
yeah,
only on this side?
I just don't remember the name of that specific technique. Could be or tablet.
I think so, but yeah,
we
I've
have
never
here
been
more.
there.
We have to hear something similar, but and relativity theory. So there you are. So right there, the murals.
Over this side.
He was famously Mexican.
Yeah.
No, I mean everyone that appreciates science and knowledge.
Yeah.
Colorful murals of other one.
down
Now
there.
we're getting close to that funny church, like a tiny castle in yellow.
Oh, yeah.
That is called Niño Jesus Church. In this neighborhood called Ixtlahuacan. So all the time we're flying over Iztapalapa municipality but different neighborhoods. There, even I was telling you like the skyline that you can barely see there. Many, In Coco there are piñatas in the parties, in the streets.
Oh, the bird and the lady.
You hit them and celebrate. And the other kids go by for the candy. They are really proud to be also really nice and different to other British people. And that's
See, there you go. You said American.
You said, oh, they're British. We're not British.
An airplane.
But I know the Irish big so nice fixing things.
so recently, social programs, social benefits, so recently. In the city we are merging since more than 2 decades to have many recreational, innovative, educational and cultural programs and facilities. But this is an exclusive program of Iztapalapa. It's the star program of Iztapalapa and it's called Utopias, okay? Utopias. You know what the word means, utopia? Like?
Paradise or
Something else?
Nirvana, I don't know.
Okay. Well, yeah, by definition, ideal, perfect, paradise, place, society, work. That by definition is supposed that it's unreachable, no? So, like an important writer used to say, if I walk through certain steps to the utopia, she goes away 10 steps, and like that in an endless game. So people at some point could get mad and tired and say, what's the point of a utopia if I will never reach it? Well, the point is to make us walk, to make us move. have a purpose, getting closer, keep tracking, and also the importance of journey, not just the destination. The idea of this program is work with the base of the community in order to close the gap. Iztapalapa historically is a low-income area, marginalized, stigmatized as violent and nothing to offer. That's not true. They have a lot of history, art, and culture, and they are putting a lot of efforts together to try to change lives of people here. So they offer a lot of free activities to the community in order they can improve their lives. To who they offer these activities? Mainly everybody: children, kids, teenagers, young people, adults, elderly. What type of activities? Recreational, artistic, cultural, sportive, educational. Educational activities like computer courses, English language courses, math courses, Excel courses, nutritional advisory, digital innovation.
How cool is this?
Very good, my friend. So come this way. Okay, I will briefly explain you what is this about. Flowers, you know, flowers are so important for Mexican culture since pre-Hispanic times. And different parts of the city or the outsides of the city, the state of Mexico. So all the challenge in Mexico City is about mobility.
It's like that. Like it's probably the same here. If they stop a bus route or if they do something to an area that has a lot of
The females
outrage.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what are they going to do? Sit at home all day?
Yeah, that's true.
And did you say how much this costs? Like the
I told you 7 pesos, no?
no. Like the full like construction was.
Tartaruga, if you're
Heard of a book, an author wrote a book, investigator, called Real Age.
230 million. Tricky question, tell me where ends or where begins the city, no?
What is this, the
Impossible to
quiz?
tell. So now in that direction, if you thought that was about to be a break, think twice, keep being massive, no?
Wow. A lot of smog.
There are the mountains. It wasn't that now it's more dust than smoke.
Okay.
If you notice, because of wind, it's bringing, because when we started
Yeah.
the downtown, it was more peaceful.
Uh-huh.
Now it's mostly because of that. Combined with some smog and everything.
What is
so-
the population of this area, of this town?
2 million.
And we won't say it anymore because
All right, you're kind.
but now people all the time is coming up and glasses.
Oh, you're fine. Ma.
And I was looking for a place that would sell pulque. I just found one restaurant that sometimes were selling pulque and really bad pulque. So it's not easy to find the whole country. Of course, in Monterrey, really hard to find. So the main producers of pulque is the state of Hidalgo, to the north of Mexico City, Puebla, Tlaxcala, state of Mexico, Morelos, and Mexico City, the states in the center of the country. In Aztec's time, this was for nobility, elderly, priests, and pregnant women. So, I will teach you a couple of salud. Okay, this one two. The second one is really Mexican way, but this is a general way that in any country that speaks Spanish will go for you. For sure, you already know. It's easy. Just repeat after me. Arriba,
Arriba,
abajo,
abajo,
al
centro,
y
al
adentro.
centro. Oh, hola.
¿Cómo se llama?
Loki.